In the deep realms of our consciousness exists a space where the boundaries between dream and reality blur. It is a place where the rules of the physical world no longer apply, yet the experiences there often feel so vivid that they seem like the true reality. Sometimes it is the strange, surreal dreams that leave us with questions. Questions about what we believe we know and about what lies beyond our understanding. What happens when we approach this boundary? What if we could erase the apparent separation between these worlds? These dreams, with their intensity and illogical nature, seem to be more than mere night musings. They are windows into something incomprehensible, a place where the impossible becomes possible. But are we truly just passive observers in this mysterious dimension? Or is there a deeper access that allows us control over what happens there? Creativity, inspired by this mystical world, might be the key, a way to bring the incomprehensible into our reality. But what does it mean when these dreams and fantasies begin to dissolve the boundary between what we call real and what we can only imagine? A dream I had began with a great sense of panic around me. People were running back and forth in a state of panic and despair. Apparently, they were extremely afraid of something. I noticed that every time someone touched something out of metal, they got stuck to it. There was no way to break free, no matter how hard they tried. It didn't matter what kind of metal it was. It could be a lamppost, a coin, or even a thumbtack. From the metal, some kind of flesh or skin would then slowly but steadily spread from the point of contact over the person's entire body. It was almost as if some kind of stomach would digest the person. What caused all of this, I couldn't find out in the dream. It just happened. The origin wasn't revealed to me as I appeared in the dream after everything had already begun. But I still remember very clearly how vivid and realistic this dream felt. Quite different from the usual dreams one has. I've thought a lot about what might have triggered such a bizarre dream. There is surely a psychological explanation for it. Things that occupy one's mind at that time, for example. After all, one processes many things from everyday life in dreams. But the question I keep asking myself is, why must we process these things in such an absurd way? Why don't we dream of something uplifting instead? Where does the processing take place when you wake up from a dream and the whole experience leaves you deeply disturbed, lingering in your thoughts for days or weeks, and it all seems to make no sense? These reflections always lead me back to the idea that perhaps in such situations one might actually be in some kind of alternate reality rather than in the normal dream world, whatever normal means. It is precisely these dreams that constantly put my understanding of reality to the test. And what exactly is reality anyway? Of course, I supposedly exist here and now, and some instinct seems to convey to me that everything around me is real. I can walk barefoot and feel the ground beneath my feet. I can perceive smells and feel the wind on my skin. But I can also experience all of that in these special dreams. And in the moment I'm dreaming, if you were to ask me what is real, I would answer, this right here. What is happening right now is my reality. Some people report that they can carry their dreams into waking consciousness for a few moments. In science, this is referred to as the hypnopompic state, and it can feel very surreal. And for many there's so much more to it than just the scientific explanation that dream content lingers briefly before fading. What would happen if one could consciously control this phenomenon? If I could dissolve the boundary between the dream world and the apparent reality? What doors could I open and what effects might it have? Am I the creator of my dream world, or do I have no influence at all over what happens there? And I'm not talking about lucid dreams where one can seemingly act consciously and influence the course of the dream. It's this bizarre kind of dream that lets you perceive everything consciously but without the ability to intervene. The kind of dream that has inspired so many creative people to write stories, screenplays, create songs and fantastic paintings. Perhaps this creativity is also a way to bring what was experienced there into our so-called reality. And in the end, maybe we have found a way to dissolve the boundaries between dream and reality after all.